Welcome back to the channel. This is Wasabi. It's a Battle on the Cliffs map with Stewy JP from King's Clan. He's in his tier 4 tech tree Italian tank, the P26 40 medium. So he's heading out to the middle and just having a bit of battle with bots to get to his position. Again, this is on the Australian server where you do have bots in tiers 1 to 5. Again, you can tell the bots by having a colon in front and behind their name. So Stewy's having a bit of a chat to the looks to find out what camo he's running. Typical Stewy, being distracted. Just kidding. Anyway, heading towards the middle there. Again, the bot's getting in his way. Really not very helpful, but what can you do about that? Now, P2640's got a gun that has a good HE function, and this is the shells that Stewy's firing at the moment. And he's just firing there at the looks on the enemy side that's appeared. Just have a look at the characteristics of this shell. It's got a shell velocity of 557 meters per second, which is pretty slow, but it's got a really good penetration of 70 millimeters for an HE, which is just outstanding at this tier, and it's almost indomitable, an average damage of 175. So let's see how well the gun performs in this place. That was a very low roll there, but it's probably because it hit the tracks. One of the dangers of HE, if it doesn't penetrate, it will do less than 50% of its damage. So he's putting some penetrating shots here into the Chiha and finishes him off, and got some bots at the back there. But you can see that shell velocity being slow, you've got to lead a fair bit more to basically connect to a moving target. Just puts a blind shot in there. Yeah, just looking for opportunities to do damage. So he's already done 437 indicated. That's almost the equivalent of his own hit points, so good start. But we'll have to see what happens. Now, in these low tier matches, two sort of things you've got to look out for. One is the bots themselves. They do fire back, and some of them fire premium ammunition, so you can't just take them for granted. Stewy's going off to the middle of the map there, but he's just looking at that locust that's appeared on the hill and lining him up for a shot. And the locust is a bot, so he's sort of taken up position potentially for spotting, but by sitting still he's basically making himself a target. So you can see the shells looping, and he managed to get the kill on there. The looks is just presented, but the slow aiming time on the gun basically prevented him from getting a shot off there. Anyway, so he's just heading around the base of this hill there, where some tanks spotted on the lower ground, so he's just being careful here, just making sure that they're not going to have the opportunity to do side shots on him, and where he might have the same to them if he can spot them, but nothing appears. And heading towards the centre there. So he's up to nearly 700 damage. It's already exceeded his hit points, and there's the looks on top of the hill. So just firing a shot at there, and again loops through the air from the ballistics, manages to connect to the looks before he goes around the corner. So the looks is just sitting there, but you can just see the top of his turret. So even though, because the shot loops, you will get the opportunity to just fire over the top of slopes and that sort of thing. Yeah, that's still a very low likelihood shot, so he didn't take it. Now here he's got a tank that's jinking backwards and forwards. You can see it's sort of interrupting the aiming by having to move every time you turn the turret. The aiming point blooms out, which does make it difficult. And let's see if he can get the killing shot in. No, he missed that one. Come on, Stewy, you can do better than that. And there he goes, gets the kill. So got a couple more spotted tanks at the back, see if we can get some more damage out of them. He's already up to 1200 damage, which is yeah, pretty average for this tank, but what else can he do? Kills the Type 91, and just got side shots on this PZ3E here. Now, side shots are the best shots you can take basically pretty much any time for any tank. It's the weakest part of the armour typically, so it gives him the best chance to penetrate. You can see there the gun's doing its maximum damage, and then it's got killing opportunity, but that one just hit the tracks again. That's the HE doing its work there, exploding on the outside of the vehicle, so only doing a small amount of damage. That's what you call the track eating the shots. So only a few enemy tanks left. They've got a big hit point advantage and double the kills. So what can Stewy do more? He's nearly 2,000 damage. He's closing in on a very decent target damage here. And what can we spot coming over here? Well, what have we got? Panzer 3E in the middle. Now he's a live tank. He looks like he's shooting back at someone else, but again, showing the side of his turret and not moving is giving Stewy basically the easiest of targets and gets the kill out of that. So he's already up to 6 kills, achieving his top gun. And there's one of the T6 mediums running away. Now, those tanks have done some damage, but you look at the name on them, they've got very common, well, almost identical names, just varying with the digit on the end, so that makes you wonder if they're basically farming accounts or botting accounts. This is not anything to do with Wargaming's own AI players, but this does happen in the game from time to time. You can just get a killing shot in on the T6 medium, which he does, and so there's basically only 2 enemy tanks left, and he's already over 3,000 damage with those last remaining kills. So Stewy on 8 kills. That's a Radley Walters medal in the game. Can he improve on that? Well, let's have a look. So he's coming around. He's looking for the M8A1 that was spotted down here. He's not really sure where it is, so heading down to the south, but as soon as he turns, the M8A1 gets spotted. Tries to get a shot in. Doesn't connect. He's not likely to get there before the others kill him because he's only basically 33 hit points left, so Stewy's giving up on that one and is heading back to see whether he can pick up the looks. So the looks are still there on top of the hill. Pretty good position for an enemy light tank, or a mini light tank basically. If you've got good vision, you can spot the targets for your own team, pick up some assisting damage and potentially get some shots out, but it is a bit of a vulnerable position as well. To get into position to shoot, you do open yourselves up to shots from the back, so it's just got to be something to be used with caution. But in any case, Stewy's trying to head up there to, which will just speed up. This tank will be a little slow going up the hill. Now he's going to be battling against time. A couple of tanks on his team heading towards the cap, and one's already started. Looks is still there and alive, got approximately half his hit points. We'll just go back to normal speed. And Stewy's going to try and flank him. There's only a bot that's made its way up on top of the hill, but oh look, Lux is coming towards him. Lines him up for one shot, tries to line him up for the ram kill, misses, turns around and manages to get the killing shot on there. So well done, Stewy. 3,500 damage. I believe that was at the time number 3 in the world. Congratulations. Once again, an excellent result. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Top Gun medal for getting the more than 6 kills. The 9 kills would have given him a Radley Walters medal, but that only applies for tiers 5 and above. He would have also received the high caliber award for the amount of damage, but he looks like he did some damage to one of his own team at the start in one of those collisions. 3,763 damage. Stewy believes that's top 4 in the world, but it's also top 2 on the White Replay side, and 1,590 base experience is a magnificent result in any tier. Of the 44 shells fired, 31 hit, 26 penetrated. Given their HE, all of those shells connecting would have done damage, but a little bit of splash damage, but again, this is tank gun rather than SPG. So once again, fantastic result by Stewy, and well done, and thanks for watching.